Today, I'm letting ChatGPT tweak my entire PC to see if AI can actually boost FPS in 2026. We're going to be running real benchmarks before and after, and then comparing the results against JINSHI Tweaks to find out which one actually gets on top. Let's get straight into it. But first of all, a quick benchmark test. As you can see in the top left right now, we're playing around 280 frames. Let's see if AI can actually increase my frames or decrease it. I've seen so many mixed reviews about this, some saying it actually does go higher or lower. Let's actually test this for real. So now, of course, time to actually make this work. What we're going to be doing is going on to ChatGPT. Once we're on here, by the way, I'm going to take note of all of my specs, my CPU, my memory, my Wi-Fi, even my GPU. We're going to put all of my specs in here. What I'm going to say is I want more FPS, lower latency. Let's see what it gives me. So now, as for the prompt we're going to be giving it, as you can see right here, create a single windows.bat file. If you guys are wondering what on earth is that, it's just a little file you literally just double click onto. Once you double click onto it, it goes into CMD, does loads of tweaks for you. That's of course what ChatGPT is going to be giving me. My specs are right here. I just want to run it and get better performance. What we're going to do, press enter just like so, let it do its thing. And as simple as that, it's already created our bat file. It's literally on my desktop right here. All I have to do to run it, by the way, is literally just double click onto it. But first of all, we're just going to quickly know what tweaks it's doing, and just a couple tweaks that I'm not really too sure about. Firstly, high performance CPU power plan. I'm not gonna lie, you guys know as well, ultimate performance is so much better than high performance. This is super basic. And also, obviously, I'm not trying to nitpick or anything, just another one, improves game scheduler priority. Sometimes when you do have this enabled, apps within the background, so for example Discord or Spotify, if you listen to music, doesn't often run properly. But obviously we don't mind too much. Let's see if we can actually get more frames or not. And just quickly, by the way, I was just reading through this line of code. One thing I do want to bring up is this two lines of code right here, the Chimey enabled and NetDMA enabled. What these are Windows 7 services. Obviously right now in today's age, we have Windows 10 and 11. So once I do put this into CMD, these two, I promise you, will come up as errors. And once they do, obviously it's not going to affect my PC. It just shows that AI doesn't actually know too much of what it's doing. And literally just reading through it, many of these tweaks genuinely might come up as errors, as they are just super outdated. I have no idea why. And also on the top of the script, it doesn't even say to run as admin, so we have to manually do it. Of course, these are the differences between professionally PC tweaking apps, and of course ChatGPT tweaks. Now we're going to go back onto our desktop. What we're going to do is literally run it like so, and obviously there should be quite a big difference between this tweak and the actual big tweaks right here. So of course run as admin just like so, and literally just like that, all the tweaks have been applied. Well, most of them, because like I said, there were quite a lot of errors. As you can see, control surfaces failed right here. There was also invalid syntax right here, and so on and so on. But now all we have to do is literally close this, restart my PC, load up Fortnite, see our frames. And now we're back onto Fortnite, and as you can see, the frames on the top left, I have no idea how this happened. I genuinely did think, by the way, when I started this video, I thought we were going to get a frame increase, but we did get a frame decrease, mainly because most of the tweaks were outdated, and as a result of them being outdated, there were so many syntax errors. What we're going to be doing now is actually comparing it to professional PC tweaking apps like JINSHI Tweaks. Of course, I'm not even doing this to promote JINSHI Tweaks, I'm just doing it to show you how well PC tweaking apps work. Now, the first difference with JINSHI Tweaks, of course, it's a literal professional app. As you can see right here, there are toggle on buttons, toggle off buttons. There's literally an AI assistant to help guide you exactly what to do. There are literal advanced tweaks, low risk tweaks, medium risk tweaks, high risk tweaks. You guys literally get the gist. And of course, by the way, there's presets for literally max FPS, competitive gaming, low latency. Simple as that. It's not just one gaming bat file that just runs in the background of your PC. And of course, by the way, many PC tweaking apps other than JINSHI do actually use bat files in the background of their PC tweaking app. I'm not going to name any names, but of course, as for JINSHI Tweaks, we're going to apply every single tweak and test the FPS after. And by the way, as for JINSHI Tweaks, I'll leave the link literally down in the description below. We just hit 1,000 sales, so we're running a massive discount. Use code 1000 at the checkout to actually save yourself some money. You can just go and explore products right here, choose the exact one you want. Of course, we have zero delay KBM tweaks as well. And literally, here is the KBM tweaks: mouse tweaks, keyboard tweaks, delay tweaks, USB tweaks, literally so on and so on. So make sure you guys check that out as well. And of course, on our site, we can just see the reviews. These are the last 5 reviews, by the way. This changes every single day once people buy it, so make sure you give those a read. And now to actually apply the tweaks, of course, we're going to go on JINSHI Tweaks, and just to prove to you that every single tweak does genuinely work, we're going to be turning on game mode literally just like so. What we're going to be doing is searching game mode settings, and of course right now it's going to be turned on. And of course, once we turn it off just like so, every single tweak you can turn off. We're going to close the settings settings, go back onto searching for game mode settings, literally just like so, and of course, it's off. As simple as that. Let's apply every single one and see our frames now. So now we've literally applied every single tweak, and of course, we're going to be testing our frames within Fortnite. And of course, we have an AI assistant, by the way. If, let's say, in endgame of Fortnite, I want more FPS, and of course, this works in every single other game. GTA, Valorant, of course, CSGO, list goes on. I want more FPS. The AI will literally scan for your specs, and as simple as that, you can just apply 5 safe tweaks. And just before we check our benchmarks, by the way, what we recently just did was a test. JINSHI Tweaks versus EXM Tweaks. Of course, you guys know EXM Tweaks is very, very powerful. It did increase our frames by 50%, but JINSHI Tweaks increased our frames by 300%, almost tripling it. So literally as simple as this, we're going to be checking our benchmarks right now. And now, as you can see, this is what a real professional PC tweaking app does. We're up to 600 frames from around 270 to 300. So of course, you guys can tell AI tweaks are not good for your PC at all. What is good for your PC is actual professional PC tweaking apps. For example, JINSHI Tweaks and JINSHI KBM Tweaks. KBM Tweaks get you 0 delay on your mouse and keyboard. JINSHI Tweaks, of course, boost your FPS crazy amounts. So literally check the description of this video, go onto the pricing right here, pick one up for yourself, use code 1000 or YT10 to save yourself some money. And of course, make sure you pick up the best PC tweaking app. If you're playing, make sure you actually play to win.